Hello and welcome back to our FCS Dynasty and NCAA Football 2006. Today we got the Cal Poly Mustangs, who are 5-1 on the year, hosting the 2-5 Northern Arizona Lumberjacks in a PAC-10 game. Joe Phillips, quarterback for the Lumberjacks, 87 overall, 13 touchdowns, 5 picks on the year, and over 2,000 yards passing. One of the top quarterbacks in the nation. He has been fantastic. And he's got some speed at receiver. Justin Wyatt, 90 speed wide receiver. He's got 810 yards on the season with 6 scores. And they got a left outside linebacker, Reggie Barron, who was almost on the Buck Buchanan Award watch list. 70 tackles, 4 sacks, 3 picks, 2 forced fumbles, and 7 pass deflections on the season. He has been phenomenal. We've also got Jim Scott at receiver. He's got over 600 yards receiving with 3 scores. And he is 6'6", 200 pounds, so he is very tall. And he's going to be going up against a non-subscriber cornerback. And oh no, we've got a suspension here, but it is the third-string quarterback, so not really a big loss. And it has been reported that he has been guilty of excessive absences, and he doesn't play, so we're just going to go ahead and suspend him for about 5 games to keep the team interest level down. We don't need that going up, so the Cal Poly Mustangs can miss the bowl season. But I got Cal Poly winning today, 49-14. I do think the Lumberjacks have some talent, and without turnovers, I think the Mustangs will win big.
Hi, everybody. Brad Nessler here, and with me, as always, Kirk Herbstreit and Lee Corso. Mild, clear day is for the Northern Arizona Lumberjacks and the Mustangs. Halfway season, and the race in the pen is heating up. Here come the Mustangs. The Mustangs come out like they're just going to roll over this team. What do you think about that, Herbie?
The home team is led by their running back. Now, I had a chance to talk to him about this game, and believe me, he is ready to run all over this defense. Coach, I expect him to have a big game on the ground.
Nice pick, Kirk. I really believe that these guys are going to...
All right, there you have it. The coach has made his pick. Let's go down to the captains at midfield for today's coin toss.
So the Mustangs are the unanimous selection, and rightfully so. They are number 1 in the Pac-10 so far at 5-1. Here's Raul Lozano III running through a cornerback. Gets big hit out of bounds, but there's a nice first down pickup. 2nd and 10. Connor, who's been fantastic this season, finds Brock, the fullback, and he'll get it inside the 35-yard line. Connor needs 146 yards passing today to go over 2,000 for the season. He's got 17 touchdowns as well and 212 yards on the ground with 4 scores. And he's going to take off here, get inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal upcoming for the Mustangs. From the 9, play action. Connor swarmed and sacked back at the 13-yard line. This offensive line has been great this season so far, but not looking too good here in the first quarter. Connor taken off, and that's an easy score, not a defender in sight, and that'll be his 5th touchdown rush of the season. Phillips pressured, he gets sacked by the left end, the non-subscriber left end. And Phillips taking a deep shot in double coverage, intercepted by Ralph Williams, and that is a takeaway for the Mustangs. That is Williams' 7th interception on the season, and he's just been fantastic. He's on the Rodney Harrison Award watch list. And Connor taking a deep shot right side. Caught by Malik Higgins. Accelerates, and he is going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cal Poly. And he just has that blazing speed. He's got 23 catches on the year for 558 yards and 2 touchdowns. He now has over 600 yards receiving with 3 scores. But he does have quite a few drops. He has 6 drops coming into this game. So 1 per game. But if he can actually hold on to the football, that pass is intercepted. And this is looking ugly already for the Lumberjacks. But if Malik Higgins actually gets his hands on the football, there's a chance he can take it to the house, just like Raul Lozano III did on that play. Raul now has 10 rushing touchdowns on the year, over 700 yards, and 7 20-plus yard carries, and 22 broken tackles on the year, so he's been a beast. Nice catch by Wyatt. He holds on to it after the big hit from Joseph Lozano. Lumberjacks looking to get on the board. That pass is caught by Scott. Deflected right back into his hands. Great play. Great awareness. Phillips to the end zone. Lozano gets turned around, and that is a touchdown for Northern Arizona. And they close the gap there now within 2 scores instead of being down 21-0. Connor pressured, rolling out left side, and lofts it up. Johnson's wide open past the 50 and down to the 45-yard line. Go play action again. Connor hit as he throws, and he's picked off by Davis. Just the 9th interception on the season for Connor. He does take some chances, but more often than not, it goes in his favor. Phillips off his back foot, connects with Morrow. William gets blocked. Morrow has the edge. He's got the speed, and he's got the score. So the Lumberjacks, 2 straight scores, and that'll make it 21-14 after the Mustangs were up 21-0. Connor takes off. Look at the speed. Not a lot of people realize how fast he is, but he is one of the best dual threat quarterbacks in the country. Raul is onto the third, looking to throw the ball. Instead, he rolls way back out right side, takes off, has the first down and more. Another 20-plus yard run, spins, and picks up 10 extra yards. Phenomenal athlete. Connor to the end zone, and it's picked off. It's a second interception here in the first quarter. It's a holding call that doesn't matter, but that is now the 10th pick on the season for Alexander Connor. Starting off a little rough here in the first. And there's a huge hit by Greg Ford. A pass will hit the grass. That ends the first quarter, and the Mustangs take back over on offense. Connor rolling right, deep shot. Malik Higgins has a couple steps, then he's got the score, his second of the game. Just a bomb. 53-yard touchdown pass. That'll be Malik Higgins' 4th touchdown reception this year. We haven't seen Desmond Lewis yet today, but there's really been no need. Connor making plays with his legs. They got Raul Lozano III, who's phenomenal, and Malik Higgins, the deep threat. Phillips off his back foot, left side, and caught by Scott. Breaks the tackle from Lozano, and William gets blocked again. Scott is gone. This is not at all how I thought this game would be going right now. A couple turnovers for the Mustangs. The receivers for Northern Arizona, they are just humongous. And there's some mismatches on the outside. Connor, pressure, rolling out right. And he'll take off yet again and get the first down using his legs. Connor going play action, and he gets sacked way back at the 40. So that is the 3rd sack of the game already for the Lumberjacks. Connor pressured, he's hit. Nice strike out to Johnson, but he fumbles the football. And that was a huge 3rd down conversion that doesn't even matter because of another Cal Poly turnover. 3rd and 10 for the Lumberjacks. Phillips is sacked. That is Greg Ford on the sack. That is his 3rd on the season. It also gives him 9 tackles for a loss. And he just blew right through the left guard, who tried to come back around. Connor rolling out left side. He's got Lozano wide open. He's got a 10-yard gap on him, and he is gone. Another phenomenal throw from Alexander Connor. He's got well over 2,000 yards passing now in the season, 20 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He's got 5 rushing touchdowns as well. And if we don't see him on the Heisman watch list at some point this year, that'll be robbery. 3rd and 1 for the Lumberjacks. Phillips pressured, hit as he throws it. Did you see the hit on that running back? My goodness. Let's take another look. Wow. And then Phillips gets destroyed by Demarius Lamache, looking for his 5th sack on the season. But the Mustangs back on offense. Connor rolling right, takes off yet again. Jukes a man out of his shoes past the 45-yard line of Northern Arizona. Another 20-plus yard run for that young man. Counterplay to Lozano, left side. He's got the edge and tries to run through the safety and gets up to the 26-yard line. 92 yards on 5 carries today for him. Play action. Connor left side. Desmond Lewis wide open, and a great open field tackle by the cornerback at the 5-yard line prevents a touchdown. And they're going to continue going play action. Connor rolling out right side, and he's going to dive for the pylon. Touchdown, Cal Poly. Connor's just doing it himself today. 3 touchdown passes and 2 rushing. That'll give him 5 total touchdowns for the game. On the ensuing kickoff, can you guess what is about to happen, folks? Back to return is Wyatt, the 90 speed wide receiver. Looked like a block in the back over there. and they are not going to catch him. Just an easy kick return for a touchdown. Possible clipping, no penalties. But that's going to make it 42-28. And I am kind of getting sick and tired of the special teams for all of these schools that we're using. And what a juke move by Connor. And he gets it up to the 39-yard line. One more yard, and he'll have 300 yards rushing on the season. Connor, left side, Brock wide open, the fullback. First down and more, into Lumberjack territory. 6 consecutive completions for Alexander Connor. And he's pressured. Rolling around, left side. Throws it up. Desmond Lewis is there, and he has it in triple coverage down at the 14-yard line with 6 ticks left on the clock. And they will settle for a field goal one play later. The kick is up, and it is good. 45-28 is the score going into halftime. Mustangs on to kick it off to start things off here in the third quarter. Back to return is Scott, the 6'6" beast of a wide receiver. And he is in the open field. Mason the only one there. He's not even close. And Scott is going to take this one to the house. So 2 kick returns for touchdowns for the Lumberjacks, both by different players. So very disappointing special teams play. Connor rolling around. Look at the elusiveness from this quarterback. Oh my goodness. Patiently waiting. Finally finds Raul Lozano III open for 12 yards and a first down. I just love the patience and the execution from Connor. Now look at this. Look at all that green grass in front of him, past midfield, past the 40, and taken out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Connor pressured again. The offensive line is really failing him today, and this pass is picked off. We're going to go ahead and take a look at this one because this is an absolute travesty, and it should have never happened. This ball goes directly through Brock's helmet. So at least this should have been just an incomplete pass. So, unreal. But Northern Arizona gets the ball back on the interception. They go 3 and out, and the Mustangs are back on offense. But Connor again getting pressured and sacked inside his own 20-yard line. 2nd and 15. Raul to the left side. Stiff arms the defender. Close to the marker. That puts him over 100 yards for the game. 3rd and 1, and he'll pick it up. A nice 4-yard carry. 21 first downs today for Cal Poly. That is crazy. Lozano picks up 7 or 8 yards on 3rd and long. They're going to punt the football away here on 4th and 8. Back deep to return is Wyatt. And he's going to go left side. Johnson whiffs. Malik Higgins is there, but he can't get to him. Wyatt is going to take a punt return for a touchdown now. So 3 special teams touchdowns for Northern Arizona. That is what's keeping them in this game. And what a strike to Malik Higgins at the 40-yard line. Alexander Connor, one of the best arms in the country, and he is just a freshman. Raul Lozano III pulling up to throw it. Alexander Connor has a reception. He can do it all, folks. That's his first career reception. Man, that's a big one. About a 20-yard reception for the quarterback. And he's going to take off again here. Picks up 8 more yards. He's got over 100 rushing yards today. Over 500 total yards and 5 touchdowns. Lozano stuffed, but picks up the short yardage first down. Now they're inside the 30-yard line. Play action again from Connor. Over the middle, picked off. That's the 4th interception of the game for Connor. That'll give him 12 on the season. 5 turnovers for Cal Poly, and they're still in the lead, as well as allowing 3 special teams touchdowns. So that just goes to show you how good the Mustangs actually are. And that pass should have been picked off. Adams has it. Great tackle in the open field by Ralph William, just by the 50-yard line. 3rd and 11, though. Another 3rd and long. Phillips, left side, deflected away. Ralph William hits the receiver as well. 4 deflections now for Joseph Lozano. Higgins in motion, left side. Connor going to option out to the right. And he's going to keep it himself. Past the 40 and down at the 47. Another 20-plus yard run for the quarterback. Raul to the left side. He's going to have the first down and more down at the 41-yard line. This ground game is almost unstoppable. 3rd and 5, deep shot, left side. And that is incomplete. He just overthrows Malik Higgins. 4th and 5, they're going to go for it. And Connor's going to take off. No, he's going to pull up and throw. Johnson wide open and gets the first down inside the 10. 557 total yards now for Connor. And he's going to go play action, rolling out right side, dives for the pylon yet again. His 3rd rushing touchdown today. That's going to give his squad a 10-point lead here in the fourth quarter with just over 3 minutes remaining. So 7 rushing touchdowns now on the season. That's his 6th touchdown of the game. 4th and 9 for the Lumberjacks on their next drive. Phillips is sacked back at his own 35-yard line. Demarius Lamache comes through and gets his 5th sack on the season. And that was pretty easy for him, it looked like. Connor optioning out left side. First down and more. Keeps going. Stays in bounds. Breaks a tackle up to the 11-yard line. Not only is he elusive and fast, he's got some strength. Look at the yards for him. 421 passing, 164 rushing, 6 total touchdowns. He also has that reception for the first down. Connor gets taken down, but he goes forward, picks up 2 yards. And they're going to go play action yet again. Connor trying to get away. He is sacked again. That's the 4th time this game. That'll make it 4th down. And the Mustangs are going to have to settle for a field goal attempt here to go up by 13 points. 30-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up, and it is good. 55-42 is the score with just over a minute remaining. Phillips, deep shot left side. Ralph Williams has the interception. His 2nd of the game. Going right side, he broke a tackle in the open field and down inside the 20-yard line. He now has 8 interceptions this year, and that puts him and Chris Numa at a tie for number 1 in the nation. 1st and 10. Connor gonna throw it. No, he's gonna roll out left side, takes off, and he's gonna truck through 2 defenders and get another rushing touchdown today. What? 4 rushing touchdowns for Alexander Connor. That's going to give him 7 total touchdowns today. 3 passing, 4 rushing. Or is it 4 passing? Does he have 8? I lost count. He scored so many today. 62-42 is the final here in San Luis Obispo, California. Huge win for the Mustangs. They improved to 6-1 on the season. They remain number 1 in the Pac-10 football conference. Didn't see a whole lot of Desmond Lewis today. He did have a couple catches. But phenomenal play from Alexander Connor. Of course, he did have 4 interceptions, but that one went right through his receiver's helmet. That was very upsetting. 29 first downs for Cal Poly, 762 yards of offense, 326 on the ground, 436 through the skies. 3 touchdown passes, 4 rushing, so 7 total touchdowns for Alexander Connor. 5 turnovers. They allowed 3 special teams touchdowns, and they still won this game by 20 points. Cal Poly is dangerous, folks. I think our top teams so far in this dynasty are Cal Poly, Savannah State, Bryant, and South Dakota State, just because of how nasty these teams have played. If South Dakota State had some defense, they would probably be undefeated this season. But unfortunately, they have only Frank Theory and Chris Major. Alexander Connor, 178 on the ground, 4 touchdowns. Lozano III, 148. 1 touchdown. Lumberjacks just had no answer today for the ground game. They did have some nice takeaways, though. Malik Higgins, 137 yards receiving. Desmond Lewis, 3 catches, 63 yards. Higgins had the 2 scores. Connor had a 15-yard reception today. So I do believe that put him over 700 total yards. If I'm looking at his stats correctly right now, that is crazy. Not a whole lot of tackles for the defense today. There really wasn't a whole lot of time for the defense to be on the field. There was a lot of big plays. There were special teams touchdowns for Northern Arizona. Paxton Early, 1 tackle, 1 for a loss. Greg Ford, 1 tackle, 1 for a loss, 1 sack. Bunch of tackles for a loss. Joseph Lozano even had a tackle for a loss today. Very nice. 3 picks for the defense. Bunch of deflections, 4 for Lozano, 2 for Demarius Lamache, who has been fantastic in pass defense. He also has an interception on the season. I think Cal Poly is the most complete team out of our schools. And that's counting Savannah State. I know it's a bold statement. I know, but Cal Poly is about to be ranked right now. And their next game, they will be traveling to take on the Northern Colorado Bears. That is a huge game. The Bears need that win, but I'm not sure if I see it happening. But they do need that win to stay in contention for a bowl berth. Our next game, which will be out tomorrow, is South Dakota State traveling to 22-ranked Sam Houston State Bearcats. I'll see you guys with that one tomorrow night at 6. Take it easy, guys.